Hello, dear viewers. Today we have an amazing video filled with delicious recipes for you. We've prepared two magnificent recipes, chocolate rolls and steamed meat. A delightful feast of flavors awaits both sweet and savory lovers. Now let's explore together how these amazing recipes are made. Chocolate roll. Recipe. Let's start with our chocolate roll recipe. This soft and chocolate-filled roll will brighten up your breakfasts or tea times. Here's the step-by-step guide to making a chocolate roll. Preparation of ingredients. Prepare flour, yeast, sugar, salt, milk, water, butter, eggs, and chocolate pieces. Kneading the dough and proofing. Knead the ingredients to prepare the dough and let it proof. Rolling out the dough and filling with chocolate. Roll out the proof dough and sprinkle chocolate pieces on top. Rolling into a log shape and forming the roll. Roll the dough into a log shape and form it into a roll. Baking in the oven, bake the roll in a preheated oven. Serving, slice or serve the freshly baked roll whole. Steamed meat recipe. Now it's time for our second recipe, steamed meat. This healthy and flavorful dish will delight your taste buds with the tenderness of the meat and the freshness of the vegetables. Here are the details of the steamed meat recipe. Preparation of ingredients. Prepare the meat, vegetables, and spices. Steaming the meat and vegetables. Prepare and cook the meat and vegetables in a steaming container. Serving. Serve the steamed meat and vegetables hot. Preparing the ingredients for steaming meat is crucial. Here's a step-by-step guide to preparing the ingredients. Meat selection. Choosing quality meat is key to a delicious dish. For steaming, lean meats like beef, chicken breast, or fish are usually preferred. Ensure the meat is lean and boneless. Meat preparation. Prepare your meat correctly. You can either slice the meat or use it whole, depending on your preference. Be sure to cut the meat pieces to the same size for even cooking. Cleaning and chopping vegetables. You can add vegetables to enhance the flavor alongside the steamed meat. Wash and clean the vegetables thoroughly. Then, chop or slice them as desired. Carrots, potatoes, broccoli, and zucchini are commonly used vegetables. Spices and aromatics. You can use spices and aromatics to add flavor to the dish. Garlic, onions, fresh thyme, rosemary, cumin, black pepper, among others, are commonly used spices. Prepare or chop the spices beforehand for easy addition during cooking. Organizing the preparations. Once all the ingredients are prepared, arrange or organize them neatly to facilitate cooking. This will make the preparation and cooking process more orderly. Carefully preparing the ingredients in this way will ensure that your steamed meat dish is delicious and healthy. Steaming meat and vegetables is an important step in preparing a healthy and delicious meal. Here are the details of the steaming process. Preparing the steaming container. Place a large steaming container or pot over a pot filled with water. The water level should be adjusted so that it does not touch the bottom of the steaming container. Arranging the meat and vegetables. Place the prepared meat and vegetables in the steaming container in an organized manner. You can place meat pieces on top of the vegetables or arrange them mixed. Covering and cooking time. Securely cover the steaming container. Then, set the heat to medium and wait for the water to boil. Once the water boils, reduce the heat and cook the meal on low heat. The cooking time varies depending on the type of meat and vegetables used, but generally ranges from 20 to 30 minutes. Checking occasionally. Throughout the cooking time, occasionally check the cooking status of the meal. Observe the cooking process by lightly checking the meat and vegetables with a fork. The vegetables should be tender, and the internal temperature of the meat should reach a safe level. Preparation for serving. Once the cooking time is complete, remove the steaming container from the heat and carefully uncover it. Holding the hot container carefully, transfer the meat and vegetables to a serving dish. You can optionally add fresh herbs or sauces on top. Carefully following these steps ensures that your steamed meat and vegetable dish is cooked to perfection and ready to be enjoyed. Flour. Flour is the main ingredient in the dough for the pastry and forms its foundation. Generally, all-purpose flour is preferred, but if unavailable, bread flour can also be used. Flour is a key component that determines the consistency and texture of the dough. Yeast. Remember that yeast is the main component that enables the dough to rise. You can use either instant yeast or fresh yeast. If using instant yeast, you can mix it directly with the dry ingredients. But if using fresh yeast, you may need to activate it by adding it to warm liquid, milk or water, beforehand. Sugar, granulated sugar enhances the sweetness of the pastry and provides the necessary nutrients for yeast fermentation. It is used in conjunction with salt to achieve a balanced taste. Salt. Salt is used to balance the flavor of the pastry and bring out other tastes. Additionally, it prevents the yeast from working in an uncontrolled manner. Milk and water. Both milk and water ensure that the dough remains moist and soft. It's recommended to use warm liquids as it helps the yeast to work better. Butter. Butter is a fundamental source of flavor and softness in the dough. Melted butter enriches the texture of the dough and ensures it has an elastic structure. Egg. Eggs act as a binder, strengthening the structure of the dough and enabling it to rise. They also add color and flavor to the pastry. Chocolate chips. Chocolate chips, or grated chocolate, not only add sweetness and flavor to the pastry, but also provide a crispy texture. When adding chocolate chips to the dough, ensure they are distributed evenly so that the chocolate flavor is evident in every slice. Here are the steps to follow during the kneading and proofing stage of the dough. Gathering ingredients. Firstly, gather all the necessary ingredients on your countertop. Prepare flour, yeast, sugar, salt, milk, water, melted butter, and egg in the correct measurements. Kneading the dough. In a large mixing bowl, combine flour, yeast, sugar, and salt. Then add milk, water, melted butter, and egg. Mix the ingredients using a spatula or wooden spoon. Kneading process. Once the ingredients come together, start kneading the dough. Gradually allow the dough to absorb the flour and continue kneading until you achieve an elastic consistency. This process typically takes between 10 to 15 minutes. Proofing stage. Cover the kneaded dough with a clean cloth or plastic wrap, ensuring it's covered. Let it proof in a warm environment, such as inside a preheated oven or on top of a slightly heated baking sheet. The dough usually doubles in size, which takes about an hour, but this time may vary depending on the weather conditions and the type of yeast used. Check in preparation. Monitor the proofing process of the dough. When it doubles in size, gently press down on the dough to release any air bubbles. Prepare the dough before moving on to shaping or baking. Here are the steps to follow during the rolling out and filling with chocolate stage. Preparing the dough. Transfer the proofed dough onto a floured surface. Lightly flour the surface and your hands to prevent sticking. Rolling out the dough. Roll out the dough into approximately the desired size of a rectangle or square. You can adjust the thickness according to your preference, but it's generally around ½ centimeter thick. Sprinkling chocolate chips. Sprinkle chocolate chips evenly over the rolled out dough. Try to distribute the chocolate chips evenly across the dough so that you can taste the chocolate in every slice. Rolling into a log. Roll the dough tightly into a log along the long edge. As you roll, make sure to match the bottom edge of the dough with the top edge and roll tightly to form the bun structure. Slicing. Slice the log into pieces. Make cuts approximately equal in width between the slices so that your buns are of similar size. Arranging the buns. Place the sliced buns on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Leave enough space between the buns as they will expand slightly during baking. Final touches. Gently press down on the buns to shape them and optionally brush the tops with egg yolk. This will help the buns to bouquet with a shiny and golden top. Here are the steps to follow during the baking stage. Preparing the oven. Preheat your oven and bring it to the desired baking temperature. Chocolate buns are typically baked at temperatures ranging from 180 to 200 degrees, 350, 400 der. Preheating the oven ensures even baking of the buns. Preparing the baking tray. Prepare the baking tray with parchment paper or greased baking rack. This prevents the buns from sticking and makes for easier cleaning. Arranging the buns. Place the prepared buns on the baking tray with equal spacing between them. Leave enough space between the buns as they may expand slightly during baking. Baking time. The baking time may vary depending on the size of the buns and the characteristics of your oven. Generally, chocolate buns are baked for about 20-25 minutes or until golden brown. Monitoring the baking process. Observe the baking process of the buns through the oven's glass door or oven light. Look for a golden brown color and slight rise. To check if they're done, insert a toothpick or a thin knife into the center of a bun. If it comes out clean, your buns are baked. Cooling. Remove the baked buns from the oven and let them cool slightly on the baking tray. Then, transfer them to a wire rack to cool completely. Serving. Once the buns are completely cooled, you can optionally sprinkle powdered sugar on top or add glaze. Serve sliced and enjoy with tea or coffee. By following these steps, you can prepare delicious chocolate buns and enjoy a delightful sweet treat. Enjoy your meal. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on more delicious recipes, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you won't miss out on our new videos. If you like this type of video, please remember to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments. Your feedback is highly valuable to us. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to write to us in the comments. We'll be happy to respond to you. Make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss our new videos. We'll continue to bring you the latest content. Thank you, and we're grateful for your support of our channel.